A question posed by @large lad, love that handle. How many chances do you give a young talented player before deciding they're not good enough for that level? First of all, if they're just in to fill a spot, they may need to drop out if the regular player comes back. But in general, you can't gauge a player unless they've played 3 to 4 matches. And even if that's over a couple of series, you need to have 3 to 4 matches. Perhaps the bigger question is, how do you gauge when they've actually done enough to keep their place? For me, that's got to be, you need to say what is required of the player that they're wanting to fill the position, and they must achieve that. So if you have an opening batter, if you're Australia, you want your opening batters, you want to know that they are good for 40 or 50 runs. Middle order, 60 to 70 runs as an average type of expectation. That's what I reckon you have to do. So if you have a player who continues to score 20s and 30s, but they occupy the key spot in the middle order, number 4, number 5, the type of position where you're really wanting a guy like that to be scoring 50, 60, 70, 80. Not that they are actually going to score that every innings or that the average is that, but when they go to the wicket, you're really expecting that guy is going to score 50, 60, 70, 80. That's what you need. When you have, for instance, an opener who continues to score 20s and 30s and 20s and 30s, and they look good and they get the odd 100, but they're generally getting 20s and 30s, that's almost the type of player who you need to say they may be really good, but if they can't meet the expectation of that position, actually we've got to find someone else. That's where I think it's hard for selectors, but where they need to really do their duty.